What we've done so far then is we've found some storage and we've looked at how the storage works, and now it's time to actually do the backup. So I'm going to get my face out of the way and we'll turn the camera around so we can see the computer. And this is where it gets a bit jerky. I'm not a very good cameraman, I do apologise about this, but if I turn it round enough and we get the screen in shot, yeah, get a bit closer. Okay, and now Windows has got its own built-in backup system, and if you want to find it, it's a bit of a faff, because what we do is we search for file history. And there it is. And the reason it's called file history is because it's designed to keep a backup of your files. But if we look in the bottom left hand corner here, we've also got a system image backup tool. Now I never keep mine on because I do it all manually. So this time we're just going to go there. And what it'll do is it'll go for the backup devices. It'll take a wee minute before it finds them. Or possibly 2 wee minutes, but it will find them. It's interesting what it says at the top. A system image is a copy of the drives required for Windows to run. It can also include additional drives. System image can be used to restore your computer if your hard drive or computer ever stops working. However, you can't select individual items to restore. That's pretty much a very good explanation. I can't do better than that, so off we go, and it's found the drive. Now you'll notice that I renamed Ian's portable drive Mac Store, or would that be a rename? And that's the one we're going to use. So, click Next. Now then, it's going to do 3 drives. EFI system partition, Windows, which is the actual system, and a Windows recovery environment, which is another part of the system. We don't really need it, but we're going to do it anyway. What we don't need is this one here, Recovery D. Recovery D is a part of the physical disk that was partitioned off by the original equipment manufacturers, and it is actually another Windows recovery system, but what it does is it recovers it to the original state. So were I to activate that, I would lose everything that I've installed on here, files, programs, you name it, it would go. So click Next, and it's going to make a system image. Tells me the backup could take up to 71 gig of disk space, and that's exactly what I'm expecting. So let's start the backup. Now, this is where it takes ages. It's going to take, on past experience, at least an hour to do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to prove that we can keep the computer working while the backup's being made by doing this. Oh look, Netflix, Firefly, off we go. And at this point I'm going to switch the camera off, and I'll switch it back on again when the backup's done so that we can see what's going on. See you in about an hour. Well, it's about an hour later and we're back, and as you can see the backup completed successfully. So let's close this and let's see what we've got on that F disk that we put the backup on, shall we? There we go then. As you can see, or you will in a moment, Okay, and there's the backup. It looks particularly funny because what it is it's a system image. It's very difficult to extract anything out of a system image, and it's a precise image of what I've got on the C disk. So all the operating system and all the software, all the files, anything I've got on there is represented on here. So we can't open the files. But what we can do is we can do a system restore on them. So it's no good actually taking a system image if we don't know how to restore it. So what we do, it's another funny one in Windows 8, and we press the Shift button, and at the same time we go into Windows and we press Restart. Now we wait for a while. And as it comes up with the boot menu. Now, this menu isn't often seen in Windows 8. It actually comes up when Windows has gone for failed boot. And what we can do now is we can restore the system image. We don't actually need to, but we're going to just for illustrative purposes. So, we're going to use a USB drive, network connection, or Windows Recovery DVD. And as we put it on a Mac Store on the USB, we're going to use that. So, it gives us the choice of an internal hard disk or solid state disk. No. USB drive, UEFI. Yep, okay. Internal CD, DVD, ROM drive, UEFI. Well, it's not internal, it's external, and it's on USB, so that's the one we're going to choose then. So, off we go. And there we are. It'll shut down for a while. And there it is, it's off. And what it's actually doing now, you can probably hear the hard disk working, is it's restoring the Windows system as it was. Again, this will take about an hour, or maybe just over. So we're going to switch the camera off, and we're going to see what happens when we come back. And we're back yet again, and as you can see, the installation has taken place. So let's see if it works. Well, it's doing something. And we've got Suzanne back, and here come all the icons. Let's put a mouse in. And see if we've got everything running. First of all, I think we'll have a look at what's on the Mac Store disk. Splendid, that's the Windows image backup still there. Okay, so let's try opening something. Oh, and there's the drive manager. Let's try opening something. There we go. That looks as though it's working. Let's try opening something else just to prove that what we've done works. And I think we'll go for Real World Paint. Here it comes. Oops. think we can say that's a perfectly successful installation. So that's it. That's Windows 8. Next we'll have a look at this thing here. It's a third-party utility, and what it does is it allows us to be much more flexible, and it's much easier, and it's not that much quicker, but it does a lot more things. So we'll look at that in the next film.